This video has gone super viral. Truck drivers have been sending it to me, and it's of a truck driver saying that they went to a weigh station in Arkansas, and the DOT officer made them read something and tested him to see if he could read and write proficiently in English. And then he asked about why drivers are getting arrested. And they said that, they're arresting him because, they don't speak enough English and they're getting fined $5,000. And so, let's watch this video and then let's debunk some of these things and get into it because, truly, some of it, I just don't believe it, just to be frank. But second to that, Mutha truckers, I know that if hundreds of truck drivers or if drivers were getting arrested for this and getting fined $5,000, I'm sure I'd be getting emails about it, right? But again, I could be wrong. Mutha truckers, comment down below. Tell me, have you gone into the weigh stations in Arkansas and have you been tested on the proficiency of reading and speaking in English? And number two, are you visually seeing people getting arrested for not being proficient in English and not passing this DOT's, little test that they're going to have for you? And do you see any of that happening, right? And so, Mutha truckers, let's get into today's video.
Couldn't believe it. Going through Arkansas, I thought it was a joke. Got stopped at the weigh station in Arkansas and was handed a piece of paper and it says, "Can you read and write English?" I said, "Yes, sir, I sure can." He goes, "Can you read this?" So I read it to myself, and I was like, okay. I started handing it back. He goes, no, read it out loud for me. So I read it out loud for him, and, it was short and sweet, no problem. He goes, "Now, can you write this for me on this paper?" And I did, and there was a whole bunch of people that had already written on it. And I was actually witnessing people in handcuffs that had been pulled in, and I was like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh, we've come across now that if you cannot read or write in English, that it's a $5,000 fine, and if you have a company in Arkansas that employs people that can't read or write in English, it's a $10,000 fine paid on the spot."
What's going on, Mutha truckers, and welcome to Muthatruckernews. A few days ago, we made a video about Arkansas and a bill they're trying to pass, and people are getting a little confused, not from the video that I'm making, but in general, because other people are stating that this is a law. I'm saying right now, this is not a law yet. It is a bill. If you don't know what I'm talking about, right, it says a bill known as the Secure Roads and Safe Trucking Act of 2025. Right, and it's for new regulations on commercial motor vehicles operators in Arkansas. Legislation primarily targets non-U.S. citizens and introduces strict requirements for operating commercial vehicles, including mandatory English language proficiency and possession of a domestic commercial driver's license. And so it's weeding out foreign drivers from Arkansas, and they want you to have a CDL from the United States, and they want you to be proficient in English. First thing I want to bring up here, right, is that 100% this is already a law, okay, as far as being proficient, right? It says here, FMCSA rule, specifically 49 CFR 391.11, mandates that drivers of commercial motor vehicles, CMVs, in interstate commerce must be able to read and speak the English language sufficiently to converse with the public, understand traffic signs, respond to official inquiries, and make entries in reports and records. So that part of being proficient in English has already been a law. Now, has weigh stations, have DOT, have they been enforcing this? No, they have not. Actually, they've been doing the opposite. They've been allowing drivers to use translators and apps to do so, right? So here it is, right? So in this video, this truck driver, no disrespect to this driver at all, is going viral for saying that they are in Arkansas and they're at a weigh station and the DOT officer made them read something to make sure they were proficient in English, right? And if you actually start looking it up, it is true. DOT officers can't do that, because it is a law that you should be proficient in English for safety reasons. So they can have you read some signs, right? I've seen it before. I've had it one time in my 10 years of trucking where a DOT officer asked me to read some signs and stuff. And look, it was fine. But then the part that he states that he asked DOT, why are people getting arrested? And he's saying that people aren't, reading in English and they're not passing that test and that they're getting fined $5,000. I know that part just isn't true. And the reason why I know that's not true is because this is a bill. And if you look down, actually, today is the 11th. It says here that they are going to have a meeting about this at 10 o'clock, which was earlier today, 311 in room B Mac, right? So, mud truckers, some of this, is for engagement. I understand, but I just want to be honest and let you guys know that, can DOT ask you questions and ask you to read signs, ask you to read paperwork? 100% they could do so, because it is the law that you have to be proficient in reading and speaking English for safety. Now, as far as getting fines and companies getting fines for employing drivers that can't be proficient, that's not happening yet, because it's just a bill. It's not passed yet, right? So my truckers, comment down below. Just want to give you some facts and let you know what's going on. No, it's not a law. And if this does pass, do you think that it should go all states, right? So my truckers, comment down below. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and just want to share this with you. And I'll put a clip of the video that I did a couple days ago and a link of that as well, so that you guys have that. But at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of these videos you're seeing on social media going viral on TikTok, I just don't see it, and so my truckers, comment down below, tell me what your thoughts are, but just want to be real with you guys, let you guys know what's going on and give you the facts and not give you the opinions. So my truckers, comment down below.